Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Ronnie. If you guys are new to this channel, I talk about a lot of things when it comes to personal finance of my own personal finance. So if you guys are new to this channel, by all means subscribe, comment and give a thumbs up. It would be muchly appreciated. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about, I guess, in a sense of what's it like life outside of with no payments. In the past 5 years or so, aside from our mortgage, we don't have any debt. 5+ years. It has been inbuilt in our system in the sense that I don't want to have any debt. So the lifestyle that we do now, the fact that we don't have any debt, it's kind of different when I used to have a debt. So I'll give you an example, right? So we have the ability, we have the choice now to do whatever it is that we want to do. Example, we don't have to go to work if we don't have to, because we don't have any payments to make. We don't have to stay in a job that we don't like, because we have the choice not to go to work. We don't have to go, you know what, I have to do the extra shift to do the overtime. No, we don't. And that feels much better when compared to the other way around, when you actually do have payments to deal with. And the thought process of myself anyway, life is much more simpler, and the fact that I can sleep at night because I didn't get any stress comes with it. You know, I don't have to worry about where can I actually get my next paycheck going to be. How can I be able to pay these bills? I've experienced that, and the fact that I wasn't able to go to sleep at one stage, and it wasn't fun. And from then on, I promised myself I'll never want to be in that same situation ever again. And I never have. Because when you are free, when you don't have any debt, except, I guess, your food. And on top of that, it feels so much better in that aspect. The way I deal with money as well. The way my wife and I deal with money and how we teach our kids. It's much simpler mindset. Yeah, I get it. That most people, some people out there try to leverage debt because they have this theory of being in debt is good. You know, leveraging debt is good. Buying property with a mortgage is good. Well, actually, for me, it's actually much better when I don't have any mortgage. That's how I see it. That's coming from my own personal experience. Because why do you need to get a mortgage when you can actually have your property paid off in full? So instead of paying a weekly repayment of X, what if you don't have any payment? That lifestyle, the mindset of that, it is mind-blowing. And the thought process of that, it's mind-blowing as well. After going through the myth of buying a property, because it's tax deductible. To me, you shouldn't invest property if you're looking at just for the tax deduction purposes. To me, when you buy a property, I treat it as a business. When you're in business, you try to make money. So that means you try to make profit. So that's how I treat it. And if you're looking at, it's okay, it's break even, it's neutral, why would you want to go in a business when it's neutral? Wouldn't you want to go in a business where it actually provides you income or provides you a profit in a regular basis? That's why I do it. That's the reason why I buy properties. That's the reason why, like, for example, this channel, when I first started this channel, I had no thought process what I was trying to do. But I figured I've come to a journey where I've nearly paid off my mortgage. In fact, within less than 12 months or so, one of our investment property will be paid off. And I had to switch my mindset, in the sense of, we used to want to accumulate as many property as we can. But at a certain point, the bank would not lend you any more money. And when they do that, it means that you are maximum at whatever threshold of risk that the bank provided that to you. And then in my mind, it's like, there's a reason why the bank should not lend you any money or buy you any more properties. Like, oh, okay. Well, in that case, for me, instead of me, getting bitter with the bank, I'm like, okay, that's fine. There must be a reason why I can't borrow any more money, even though all of my property is positively geared while creating an income. That's okay. I don't need you. So I want to just pay you off. If you don't rely on your credit score, there's other ways of you actually. In fact, now there's other way for you to grab the passive income on the property. In fact, now we're looking at it, how can I pay off the mortgage as quickly as possible, so that way I can get rid of you. I can get rid of the bank as quickly as possible. It's funny, when we were young, when we started, it's not long ago actually, there's 5 something years ago, when I thought of leveraging debt, it means it's a good thing. That means because you have a lot of debt, it's a good debt, because it's a property debt, it will be good in the long term. But realistically, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. In fact, leveraging debt is one of the most riskiest, I'd say, the way I look at things. Because, well, if you're $1 million in debt and you can't service them, what's going to happen? You're going to you're going to have sleepless nights. If you rely on your tenant paying rent, what if they don't pay rent? What if you have vacancy? What if they break stuff? How do you expect to fix it if you don't have any reserve from your income from your property? What if every week you're still out of pocket, and then you still have to fix the property? So it doesn't make any sense for me if you are going to invest on property and it's going to lose you money every week. So that's how I look at things, where previously I look at it, it's okay having negatively gearing property because that's what everyone else is doing. That's how the wealthy works. And then I realized they earn a lot more zeros compared to me. They have the ability, if they lose a certain amount of value or amount of dollar, it's okay. But as a newbie, or as a starter on property investing, if you lose money, I guess, on your property investing in the beginning, you're gonna get so bitter. It will hurt. So property can be two things, like I always said. It can be an asset or it can be a liability, depending on how the money works, or how the financial works on that particular property. If every week is putting money in your pocket, then it's a good property. It's a great property. But if every week is costing you money, then it's not good property. That's the simple format of it anyway. So don't get too caught up on location, or is it going to be a townhouse? Is it a unit? Is it a subdivision type of transaction that you're going to be doing, and all that jazz? It's at the end of the day, are you actually going to make money? In theory, and then see if you can actually transfer that theory into reality. Because we got given the theory at one stage of, yes, it's going to be positive cash flow of X amount of dollars, but there's a lot of missing information. So because of the missing information, we ended up wiping out all our profit. Let's say that, you know, it was only like positively gearing, I don't know, maybe like $10 a week or something. But at one stage I had to renovate a kitchen that is costing me $10,000. So that $10 a week, after all expenditure, after all the administration, it didn't even cover the cost of the renovation. And that is within the 2 years we're receiving the property. So make sure your numbers is correct. Make sure you put a buffer. Make sure you put a buffer of extra than what you're expecting. Let's say if you're expecting $50 a week, maybe put down an extra $50 buffer in case. So now if you are having that negatively gearing property, hey, you got a couple of options. You either sell it and then start again, re-scrap that. That's the beauty thing, I guess, in a sense. Don't give up in that aspect. I didn't. I found a way, instead of me just selling it straight out, I found out a way, how can I do it so that way I can get a positive cash flow out of this property. That's what I did. I still got the properties that I'm holding, and now instead of costing me money every week, it's actually providing me money every week. So that alone, it's a different mindset, different way of thinking, and hopefully you guys can achieve that. But if you'd like to know more, by all means, write the questions below, and I'll happy to answer them for you on how I go about doing it. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.